Hello guys, it's Darker Gamer here, back with another video, and today I'm playing some Fallout. Now, this is a different video. I'm going to be doing the story of this area, which, if you don't know what it is hallucinogen.inc. Now, I learned about this area because there's a guy over in Good Neighbor who is offering quite a bit of caps if you can persuade him to go and get you some hallucinogen canisters because he wants to get high or something. So I've already looted this whole place, and so it's not going to be like crowded. I've killed all the enemies, but just for anyone who does want to come here, there are a lot of enemies, and I mean loads. Like, I think I killed something around 100, and there was a few more enemies that were already dead. You know, when you come in, there's going to be a secret room here which you can access later, and there's going to be a crate. There's going to be loads of loot all over the floor. And then that thing that just came up will come up, and it continuously says it. Now there's going to be loads of gunners around here, and the commander, once you kill them, has these notes. So let's go read them in our MISC. So, where is it? Gunner's note, and it says, "Got to focus, writing might help. Some kind of gas is in the lab. We broke in it, got out, hit the vents, went everywhere, everyone just snapped. Loki and Harold drew on me, shot them dead. I think, hurts to think." That's what it says. "Sealed the door again, can't let any more get out. Wait long enough, maybe I can adjust. Have to tough it out, have to. Hurts so much, can hear them voices, they're coming. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop." So if you guys don't understand what happened, there's a hallucinogen in here that's making everyone crazy, and this is another note. It says, "Client classified, target hallucinogen, mission tech salvage objectives. Make contact with your recon team. Frontal assault, take out position or automated defenses, fortify position. Secure pre-war military tech. Client especially interested in the Invisawave and Eradicator weapons. Detailed sketchy. Access mainframe, download schematics. Access targets of opportunity, rapid withdrawal." Now, I think this is just a note because they were creating a lot of drugs around here that were for crowd control and a sort of weapon, and there was quite a few that they made. They made eradicators, hallucinogen gas, which is what I think you're meant to be getting, and they made some other things like the Invisawave, which was using mirrors and hacked self boys and stuff. There's a lot of loot around here. You guys can loot it all, choose what you want. And there's a chemistry station. There'll be loot over this. More cabinets. There's just loads of chemistry stations really, and you'll find a lot of this. I'll drop it quickly. A lot of hallucinogen gas canisters. I'll drop one to show you guys. Well, this is a view of it. This is what it looks like. It weighs quite a bit and it costs a bit. And then you can also find ruptured hallucinogen gas canisters over the place, which look like this, and then they're just fractured. And you'll have to look for these. I think this is part of the mission, and it was used for crowd controls. We can find out in the terminals here. This is development lab terminal. 10th of the 25th. Test results, Invisawave. So this is it. Just let the person stop talking. Third test, a complete success. Admiral was impressed. Inquired about shipboard installations. DM, your Invisawave is 5 mirrors, 2 hacked stealth boys, a trapdoor. Makes for a splashy demo, but you really crossed the line this time. Sales went 200 units by December. Good luck with that. So I think what this is about is someone wants a bunch of these Invisiwaves, and it's the 10th of the 25th. I'm not sure when this is. I think it's before the bomb, because lots of these terminals are set just before the bomb, not long before it. But Yeah. Next one is eradicator. Product eradicator, date 10th of the 25th. All biological and chemical containments destroyed. Subject and test chamber received 5,100 rads radiation. Observers left the viewing room before subject's skin disintegrated. Test chamber stripped and reconstructed. DM, so you've built a 2-ton machine that irradiates people. What part of handheld field decontaminator did you not understand? Points for getting the VIPs out before things got messy though. So what happened is, I think they were testing on people. They were offering them money saying that it was going to be harmless, but a lot of it malfunctioned. This is dispersant. Dispersant, date 10th of the 18th. Subject survived, test failed to recover from treatment. Ran screaming at sight of own child in waiting room. Police still in pursuit. Update, 10th of the 20th. Apprehend. Subject institutionalized. I can't speak. DM, dispersant is supposed to stop riots, not to start them. This entire line of research is a joke. On transferring the project, Corinne, send her your files and destroy your samples, then clean out your desk. So I think the person was meant to be quitting because they were messing up. Now this is the hallucinogen gas that you want. Hallucinogen gas, 10th of the 18th. Despite new formulation, gas still caused traumatic adrenal gland rupture and frenzy in 4 out of 5 subjects. 1 survived initial exposure and began to accumulate before being eaten to death by the other subjects. No, beaten, not eaten. DM, adjust dosage, retest. At least this is making progress. If marketing would just position this as a military grade chemical weapon, we'd be done here. Would you make a good grenade or artillery shell? So now we've learnt that they were trying to make chemical weapons for the military. And 10th of the 17th, test results, suppressor. Subjects successfully incapacitated. Paralysis appears to be permanent. Transferred to Medford Memorial for monitoring. DM, you were the lead engineer on the damn mesmetron, and you can't even get crowd pacification right. With one of your own prototypes to reverse engineer. What did they mez you on the way out? You're the highest paid researcher here. I expected better. So we learnt that this person got fired, I think, because they were messing up. Now there's a lot more gunners everywhere, and as you guys will learn, the gunners were going crazy. Also, I realised something a few minutes ago. When you go to the chemistry stations, if you go to grenades, you can now make a hallucinogen gas grenade if you have the right materials. I'm not sure what that's to do with, but yeah, it deals 1 damage and has a chance for them to frenzy the target for 6 seconds. So I think this is a limited thing because you need hallucinogen gas canisters, and they're limited because they can only be found here. As far as I'm aware anyway, I don't think you can make them. If anyone knows anything about that, please leave a comment saying. Okay, now we keep going and we find another terminal called the decontamination control terminal. You need a password that you can find on someone. There's a lot of passwords that I took. I think there's also a password in here. You can start a decontamination in here, which I think removes all rads. Nope. Oh wait, it does. Yes, it removes all rads once you activate it. So if you don't have any rad away, or you're not trying not to waste rad away, you can just go here, start the decontamination, and then stop it. Because you could, if you guys don't know, with the DLC I think you can make one and you don't need to constantly use right away. You can also cure it for 15 caps, but this is free. You have to obviously take out the place first. Okay, as we go deeper in, you have to press a button, and this is when it starts to get weird. Now there's Nuka-Cola in here, and everyone around here is going crazy. You can hear the people screaming, and I'll put up a clip of an example. It's because no.
Oh, I punched the dog.
Of the gas in the air. I haven't actually opened this terminal, I don't know what it's about. So this is just the security door control. And there's another security door here. And you can loot this place. This person will have a minigun, so if you're in need of help, like a weapon, come here and you can get a minigun. Now over here is a mainframe access terminal, which has the mainframe status. So it says 1 out of 10 of the servers are normal, 4 out of 10 of the servers have no response or are disconnected, and 5 out of 10 of the servers are in critical failure. 1 administer/administers and 0 users or user are active. Warning, critical system failures have been detected. Replace the affected machines as soon as possible to prevent data loss. So it's just saying how some of the machines are out of usage. And there's just loot everywhere. There is also a lot of ammo and bottle caps around here. I don't know if it's because of my perk, which allows me to find more ammo and bottle caps. But anyway, you can continue travelling through here. There's a lock here. I think it's Novice. Can't exactly remember. But there's also some loot. There's more loot across here. Also, this is when you find a gunner conspiracist who's still alive. You can kill them if you want to, but they're on the floor, so it's up to you. I mean, they're not going to harm you, but if you want their loot, kill them. Okay, you go further up the stairs. It's another gunner. Most of the gunners are dead in here, or they're fighting because the gas is making them crazy and they start attacking each other. There's another one here. There's more stairs up to the top floor, and then more loot over here. More gunners. It's just mostly mostly just dead people. Monty, quiet please. Sorry guys, that's my brother. Now there's another terminal here, which is the observation room terminal. If you look at here, you can see some rooms. There's a dead person there, and there's a lot of people in there that are locked in chambers. Now if you go here, it says procedure observation lab, and it says what they're going to do when they show them on the 6th of the 21st of 22nd of 77. So this is sometime before the bombs fell. Actually no, the bombs fell in October, so well, this is quite a few months before, like one day and a few months before. So it says greet the VIPs, introduce hallucinogen relevant products, activate automated demonstration system. Then it also says observe the automated demonstration, and then when malfunctions occur, trigger a different demonstration to switch the focus. So I'm guessing the product may malfunction, so they're going to change it so that they don't not want to buy the product. In the event of catastrophic failure or immediately following tests of the eradicator, escort VIPs to the conference room for marketing presentation. Clear labs of test subjects, bloods and fluids. So I think these were meant to kill you, but they weren't telling the subjects that. They just wanted them to think they were going to be fine, but they weren't. And then after a test of the eradicator, notify facilities to replace the test chamber, because the eradicator, as you can tell, eradicates the area. Now this thing's getting annoying. Now what happens here, if you press this one, a bunch, so it makes a massive burst of radiation, I think, and there's a person in there who you can kill. Then it lights up the rooms. That makes you go invisible somehow or something. Then there's another one in here. basically electrocutes it. It electrocutes you until you're paralyzed. Okay, let's move to the next one. And then there's another one in there. That's just... oh. It's just a gas that makes you start to see things. You can actually see things earlier on. And this is the last one. So they're just talking about how the dispersant is used. If we go down, we can get nearer, and we can see it in a lot of a closer view. You can even go over the chambers. There's the dispersant. There's the hallucinogen gas. Here's another chamber. I can't remember what this one was, but there's a dead guy in here. There's a bunch of dead guys in here. Now what will happen is you open these up and they'll come at you. Because they're going crazy. The gas escaped, so it's everywhere, and they'll start screaming and stuff. Now, you know, gunners are usually quite formal and fast actions, not like the raiders saying they're going to eat you or rip your legs off or something. They'll start to say this, which is irregular for them. Now, you can go around and... oh, I didn't actually know this area was here. There's a room, and there's this drugged water all over the place. Now I don't know what it does. I know it decreases your perception by 1, and that's about it. It's the same as dirty water. Gives rads and decreases your perception by 1. Now this is also a limited thing because it can only be found here. I think so anyway. But you know, I might be wrong. Another room. This is the dispersant and all the other drug chambers. Now this area has a lot of radiation because of what happened in here, so like, get out of there unless you want to get a lot of rads. Now you can go up here. There's nothing here. One of the toilets can have a day tripper though, so take that into consideration because day tripper is quite rare. And there's a bunch of desks all over this place. I looted them as well, so there's going to be different loot. Also, it all depends on your level. And on this desk, there's a terminal and a note from Eric. It says, "Look, Paul, it's all I can do to keep the feds from weaseling out their contracts. Damon and his boys in R&D put on a good show, but they can't find their asses with both hands. The last thing I need right now is for you to spook the investors. Don't give me any more of this crap. You know every trick in the book. Make our financials for this quarter shine. I don't care how, just do it. Eric." Now, that note's on this table, and there's an accounting terminal. Third quarter... and it says, "Hallucinogen.inc released third quarter financials draft 1, not for public release," so they don't want the public to see this. Hallucinogen.inc reported a net operating loss of $1.8 billion for the third quarter. Hallucinogen now is in its 3rd year of operation, aspires to be the world's leader in cutting-edge non-lethal technology for police and military use. Hallucinogen President and CEO Eric Rice stated, "This has been a difficult quarter with significant delays in several major product lines. Nonetheless, we remain optimistic about the potential of our research and hope to achieve a positive cash flow within the next 2 years." So they're talking about how they didn't get much cash, and Eric's the leader of it, and they're trying to make sure this is the biggest company in selling. Now, Hallucinogen.inc releases third quarter financials draft 2, not for the public release. Hallucinogen.inc is pleased to report third quarter revenue of $1.1 billion. So they've gained that money, so they've only lost $0.7 billion or £700 million. dollars, I mean. Hallucinogen, now is in its third year of operations, aspire to be the world's best leader in cutting-edge, non-lethal technology for police and military use. Hallucinogen President and CEO Eric Rice stated, "Our long-term contracts have provided us with a strong financial foundation in the current global political climate. We expect a tremendous demand for our products in the months and years ahead." So they're thinking that their products are going to get used a lot, but they keep malfunctioning, so they're not 100% sure. Now, these file cabinets have a lot of bottle caps in them, so I advise you loot them. As you keep going through, you come into this room, and you can go down here to get to the floor below. There's sometimes Nuka-Cola in here, I think. More chairs and loot. And there's loads of dead people over the place. Now there's a few protectrons you can hack here, so that's what I'm going to do right now. We can go protectron control, activate units, and then they'll come out. You can choose their personality mode if you want. I'm going to blow them up, just because why not. Oh, it's too late. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well, too late, we've gone through with it now. Okay, we killed them both. Let's get their stuff. You can see if you can get them to help you, but I've looted this whole place. There's no threats anymore. Now this room has an ammo box. That's about it. I'm guessing this is quite an important room because it seems there's a rich table here. There's also a Nuka-Cola bottle. It's good. Here they got a test of this, and also there's a book in here you might want to take. Tesla Science Energy Weapons permanently inflict 5% critical damage. And there's a weapon workbench, and also another terminal, research terminal. If we go onto it, it has a password, and then it says activate current prototype, done, shutting down, view current prototype details. Oh crap, there's a wasp in the room. Just wait for it to go, wait for it to go. Sorry guys, I had a bit of an issue. Okay, so prototype ID suppressor, electrical output 1450 volts, status inactive, product objective non-lethal target suppression via electrical discharge. So what we can learn from this is that it's inactive and it has a lot of volts, and it's non-lethal apparently, but the thing is they can get it to be non-lethal, so it still is. And then view lab reports. Lab report on the hallucinogen gas. Test protocol 59-21101. Product hallucinogen gas. Goal riot pacification. Delivery vehicle type 2 fragmentation grenade. Report 2 out of 5 injured by grenade explosion, 1 seriously. 5 out of 5 suffered traumatic adrenal gland rupture due to gas exposure, result in hallucinations. Erratic behaviour, increased aggression, frenzy. 4 out of 5 killed in ensuing melee, 1 out of 5 died due to heart failure. Similar to previous tests, at the concentrations required for wide area dispersal, massive adrenaline surges occur. Recommended revising the chemical substance. Lab report, eradicator. Test protocol, product hallucinogen eradicator. Goal field decontamination delivery vehicle. Class IV ventilators. ×4. Report 49 out of 50 biochemical contaminants neutralized. 3 out of 3 subjects suffered lethal dose of radiation. Test chamber heavily irradiated, all panels and insulation replaced. Consider reclassifying for lethal weapons research eradicator. Power supply requires further development. Current 2-ton weight unsustainable for field deployment. So what we can learn is that the eradicator weighed 2 tons and it heavily irradiated everyone and killed them. Database network offline. Now, more gunners everywhere. I don't know if I'm going back the way I went. No. Okay, so we can go down here and come into here, and then this is the secret room we can view from the beginning. That's the beginning there. We can loot here. There's nothing really here. Here's where the day tripper is. The day tripper will be right there in that toilet. Not really sure what's meant to be here. Yeah, this is just loot all over it. And I killed someone in here. Now you can go up here, and there's a bunch of loot. Oh, didn't realise that. And this is the front of hallucinogen. Now there's more drugged water here and here. I think that's it. Now, I'm not sure why it would be at the reception desk, so I'm presuming they were drugging the people who worked here. Procedure, test subject intake. Hallucinogen test subject intake procedure. Request ID, cross-check with the day's test schedule. Verbally confirm that the visitor is a test subject, not a client. Offer refreshments. Instruct subjects to fill out intake forms 12A through 12H. This should allow sufficient time for the sedavites in the water to take effect. Notify the appropriate lab personnel. When instructed, complete form 12 to I, dismissal, 12 to J, accident report, or 12K, fatal accident report. So they were drugging the people who weren't clients, but who were people coming to see this place. Procedure, chemical emergencies. In the unlikely event of a major chemical leak, excavate staff should evacuate immediately. Or executive. Science staff should terminate any ongoing experiments. If test subjects are present, the lab manager shall determine whether to lock down the test chambers or evacuate them. Clerical staff should escort executives to safety, then evacuate. Due to hallucinogens in building air recycling system, chemical agents may take days or weeks to disperse naturally. Do not attempt to re-enter the building until cleared to do so. So, we can learn that the water here was drugging people. Now, it's another room somewhere. I just can't remember where it is. Okay, guys, I was able to find the room. This is the room. You have to go quite a bit. It was difficult to find. Okay. Now, over here is CEO's terminal, and I'm not sure who that is. Now, this is, it says appointment calendar, 10th to 25th of 77. Now, this is October the 25th, which is after the bombs fell. The bombs fell on the 23rd of October, so this is 2 days after the bomb fell, so this was meant to be happening. And it says appointment calendar for Monday, October 25th, 2077. 9 AM, senior staff briefing. 10:30, review third quarter financials with Paul. 11, lunch with Damon. 12:30, human subjects protocol review with Dr. Everill. Ethics review board. Offer water. 14, which is 2 PM, greet VIP Cole Thomas Nelson, US Army Scythe. And 2:30, review slides for procurement conference. And 4 o'clock, post demo sales meeting with Cole Nelson, which I think means Colonel. I'm not sure. But then also there's a safe control. You can keep locking it, going to it, lock picking it, and then doing the same process. It's very difficult to lock pick though. It's master, so you need to have at least master. and it takes ages to lockpick. I'll try right now. Oh, I've done it quickly, but all the other times I've done it, it takes a while. You can get XP, and also with Kate and Piper, they really like lockpicking, so you can use this to get to their max affinity level, which is really helpful. The XP is not a lot, so it's going to take a while for you to level up. But anyway guys, that's hallucinogen.inc. So what we learned about this place is that they were testing drugs on people here. And it was trying to be used by military as a non-hostile thing to make people to deal with people. And also there's a note here saying help wanted, which says hallucinogen.inc is seeking research subjects to assist in the ongoing testing of non-lethal police and military technology. Whether you're considering a career in high-tech research or just in need of some extra cash, the exciting opportunity may be for you. Great pay, flexible hours, no long-term commitment, no experience necessary. To apply, visit our main office in historic Back Bay. Now from that, we can learn that they were trying to get people to work here, even though it was not that good. And we're learning that they drugged the VIPs. They tricked the people because they were saying it's easy, but it's not, when they were killing quite a lot of them. And yeah, now what we're going to do guys is we're going to drink a bit of dirty water, drugged water, see what happens. I'm going to create a quick save because these are like non-permanent things. Okay, and now we're going to drink it and see what happens, see if we hallucinate. Oh, so we just had a small hallucination then. Let's drink some more. So you get a small hallucination when you drink it. Heals 20 health, gives you 7 rads, and decreases your perception by 1 as well. It's probably because you're seeing things. But we can also have a look at that perk in our stats. Show effects. Drugged water, HP plus 2, perception minus 3. So you gain an extra 2 HP, but because I've drunk 3 of them, my perception is lowered by 3. So if we get them as special, I have 1 perception. If we drink 1 more, I now have still 1 perception because you can't get lower than that. But yeah guys, that's about it about hallucinogen.inc. I'm not sure if the effects are permanent, but maybe you can remove them with the doctor or something like that. So yeah, it's hallucinogen.inc for you guys. Let's just have a look at the front view quickly. This is the front view of the place. Hallucinogen.inc. Also, there's a lot of dead people out here. Just so you know, that's a bit of loot. Just over here. And over here. Oh, didn't loot this one. Over there. Oh, jeez. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.